understanding ultimately you want the division, but with tonight's win, at the very least, you clinch the 4 seed and home field should you be playing in that wild card game. Just how significant is it to know that you'd be playing at home?
I mean, great, but that's not the world we're even living in right now. It's like we need to try and win every game, and that's our focus and keeping it like that. Now that you say that, great. But it's on to Baltimore now, and you know, obviously a really good pitcher coming in to face us tomorrow. So it's as small as we want to keep it right now.
You mentioned your team's focus. Just what have you thought of your team's focus here down the stretch?
I think it's been great. You know, we're in it to win it. That's the focus every day. Feel like the guys are really preparing well. You know, tonight I thought gave ourselves a lot of chances. We didn't cash in a lot until the Big G put one down the line there. So, you know, that I think everyone's very locked in the way they need to be right now, and you know, hopefully we can keep this going. What
did you think of Rodón tonight?
Good. You know, not his best stuff necessarily, but I thought he pitched really well. You know, it was really only the Taylor homer that got him. You know, I thought his strike throwing was good. I thought he was managing contact well for the most part until Taylor got him. Really got into that one ball. But I thought he was really effective while maybe not having his best stuff.
Peter.
What have you just made of Giancarlo Stanton's season, just obviously with how it started and everything he's given since he's come back?
Yeah, he's been huge for us. He's such a presence for us. You know, obviously he had that, you know, month where, you know, he was, you know, unconscious, killing the ball, but he's just gotten a lot of big hits for us, a lot of big at bats. His presence in the middle of our order, especially his right-handed presence with a lot of our lefties, you know, to kind of go with Aaron. It's big, and you know, he is, you know, he's really focused, and he's been massively productive for us.
Brian.
You know, you've used that phrase, chopping wood with Rodón. You know, now when you look at his whole regular season here, what do you think of what he did for you?
Yeah, he's built himself quite a fire now. No, he's obviously had a great season, and I think tonight's a really good look at, you know, just how far he's come to in his evolution as a pitcher. You know, he can pitch his way through things. Like, you see him a lot of these games not overwhelming you with big fastball. He usually has it when he needs it, but he just has a real good feel and idea of pitching now, and it's fun to watch him do his thing.
Tom.
Another save for Bednar. What has he meant to the team down the stretch?
He's been everything we would have hoped. You know, he's really solidified the back end. You know, I think it's helped the other guys kind of fall into really good roles and places, and feel like a lot of guys down there are throwing the ball really well. And you know, he's obviously a big part of that. He's been, you know, the 3 pitches he has, the ability to strike throw with all of them, as well as being real plus pitches for him. He's been excellent.
Mark, Brendan.
What was the degree of difficulty on that Bellinger catch in the 8th?
Yeah, I thought both of his catches out tonight were really outstanding. I thought, you know, we made a handful of really good defensive plays. The one on him coming in, just the jump he got, made it look real easy. And then, you know, Vargas had some really good at-bats against us this weekend. He's a good-looking hitter. You know, he smokes that ball, and Belly's all over it right now. Right read, right jump, right footwork, runs it down. You know, probably, obviously, the defensive play of the game right there, but he was excellent as usual.
Brendan.
To win the division, you guys might have to win all 3 this weekend against Toronto. You guys beat Baltimore 3-4 last weekend. Just what do you think of Baltimore as this team coming back in from what you learned last weekend?
I think they're good, is what I think, and that's what they've shown over the last really 3 months or so. They've played well, and we're going to see, you know, Rogers, Sugano, Bradish, you know, all guys that can shut you down. So we got our work cut out for us. But again, I don't even look at it as we got to show up ready to go tomorrow and put our best foot forward, and hopefully get one tomorrow and go from there.
And do you feel like this is as settled as the back end of your bullpen has looked in a while?
Yeah, no question. I mean, certainly on the season, it's kind of been a bit of a grind getting here, and some attrition, especially in the middle of the season when we're kind of short and had some guys in roles that they probably shouldn't have been in. But I feel like a lot of those guys are in a really good place right now, and we feel capable that we can shut a game down.
Eric.
Aaron, what was the issue with Gilbert's glove when he came in out of the bullpen? Tell you?
Yeah, he said they didn't like something in the glove, but there was nothing on his hands or anything, so they were just going to confiscate the glove.
Joel.
Is this weekend tricky for you in the sense that you might have to play Tuesday, or you could be over 5 about how much pedal to the metal you actually push down?
I mean, I don't think so. I mean, the pedal's down tomorrow, and that's the first go at it. If you get to Sunday and depending on circumstances and everything, so be it. But right now, there's nothing changes other than we got to go try and get a win tomorrow. That's how we look at it.
Thank you, Aaron.